Hang with the Dudes, episode 3. Happy Jackie Robinson Day. I'm just going to get right into it. Nick.
Yo, what's going on?
What's good, dude?
4 or 5 for UFC.
All the boys over here. How you guys doing today?
How you doing?
Big chilling, you know.
Big challenge. Nice Saturday. Playoff start today.
Like 30 minutes.
Dude, I can't wait for these playoff games.
Yeah.
I put my whole life on the Sixers money line. Whole entire life.
I say we win in 5.
All my life savings, all of this right here is on the line. So if the Sixers lose, this is going to be the last episode. Let's just get right into it, boys.
Sixers and
Ben
5.
Simmons quadruple.
Yo, the game's about to start in 10 minutes. Damn, dude. Sixers gonna just shit on the Nets today.
Yeah, I see that. Sixers and 5. And then we'll lose,
We'll
lose the Boston.
5.
Let's take a look at the playoffs here and take a look. What are you guys feeling, dude? All right, so Sixers and how many games? Because I say 5.
Sixers and 5, I think.
5.
The
Consensus, Mo? What do you think?
I said 5 already.
You said 5?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You think so?
Nick
Yeah.
already.
Ish?
Yeah,
What do you
5.
think? I know you're not a Sixers fan, but I need to know. It's important.
It's for the people.
I'm kind of sad right now.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
Thunder down.
Yeah, Thunder down.
Thunder
Yo,
down.
yo, listen.
Don't worry, the Sixers will join you in a
Don't
couple
talk. No, I was about to say, don't talk no shit now.
I've been saying Sixers are going to lose the second round
'cause-
since
Yeah,
the
Nick has
time.
no actual championship aspirations. He's
No.
okay with going down.
I knew that at the beginning of the year we were going to lose to Boston in the second round. Again, for like the 17th.
But anyway,
He just
I
has
don't
to
know.
just break his heart every year.
I mean, y'all should win, right?
No. We'll beat the Nets.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
right? Like, that should happen,
No,
right?
unless Ben Simmons comes out, starts dropping threes on us.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
what if,
Ben could,
is he playing?
Yeah. His pussy still hurts.
Is he?
Yeah, from last week.
Nick got bad beef with Ben Simmons.
Is he playing?
I can tell you that
No,
much.
he's not playing. That's why I think the Nets are in the playoffs. Ben Simmons is not playing.
Well, the only reason he's in the playoff is because they were like 34 and like 11 before they traded away their 2 best players.
Yeah, Ben Simmons.
And then
not
it's
playing.
been like 11 and like 16 since.
That team blew up so fast. Holy shit.
They did it before too when they
Katie
they
set up
took
an
the ball person
IED.
already. They took the whole
Him
Celtics.
and
spot.
Kyrie.
No, Danny Ainge finessed them niggas, bro.
Yeah, but the Nets.
No,
the Nets
no,
fucking
no, no,
three
no, no,
times.
no, 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 no,
He
no,
said
no,
3 times.
no,
Back when KG.
no,
That KG
no,
Warriors trade.
bro, you don't even understand. Every single pick, the picks they got from them niggas was Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Marcus Smart.
Yeah, well, Danny.
And then they dropped the contracts of Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett. And then they flipped Kyrie back to them niggas after they were done with him. Like, I don't want this thing no more. You take him.
Yeah.
And
Boston hates Kyrie, yo.
Yo,
hate Kyrie.
Remember
that shit?
yo, is Danny Ainge like one of the best like GMs of all time, bro?
Until he gets a
He
ring.
finessed the Sixers out of
He did finesse the
against Jason Tatum,
Yeah.
What do you mean? He gave himself word for it to come back.
He made
He did.
We signed out
finesse
Horford
short
literally
niggas.
just
No,
to
they
get
was
a
like,
biscuit.
no, I remember that. They was like, nah, bro, we want Markelle Fultz. Everything is about Markelle Fultz. And then the Sixers were like, oh shit. Yo, we need to grab that nigga. And then they were like, yes, we wanted Jason Tatum the whole time. Yo.
I was on your side, Nick.
I was a Markelle Fultz fan.
Danny Ainge might be one of the greatest GMs of all time.
Haven't
Not to
watched-
get off topic, but like that, I had it. That's nuts how you brought that up, the Nets Celtics thing, and that nigga's been finessing them for like 10 years now.
He made Isaiah Thomas.
It's pretty much the same
the
Boston's
smallest
cooler
point guard
as
ever.
It's
New York
really-
is, you know?
Nah, he's not the
Boston's
smallest
a
point guard ever.
Nah,
Bugsy
that's
Mose,
true, that's true.
5'3".
Yeah. He was
Bugsy Mose and Manute Bol played on the same team, and they were the tallest and shortest players in the NBA. They were on the same team.
Dude, that's
Washington
actually
Bullets.
really crazy. It was Mookie Betts, LeBron James.
No.
Michael Jackson were all playing baseball
I'm
together.
sorry.
At
No.
ballpark.
Mookie Zest. That nigga is the zestiest player in MLB.
I wish I had the
Nick
clip.
knows
They're
it.
exactly
I
the
saw
same.
that video, yeah.
Bro, that nigga is zesty, bro. That nigga celebrated a home run. Had
He
all
paused
his
me for a lot of things. That
Huh?
might be a pause.
bro, that nigga celebrated a home run, right? Had all his teammates behind him, right? This nigga went right, and then they all squirted a water bottle on him, bro. Like, yo, that's the most pause shit ever. Then, bro, in the same video, right? Yo, he's playing Fortnite, bro. Bro, no cap. A group of niggas around him doing that with a water bottle, bro. After,
I'm
bro,
gonna request a trade.
that nigga zesty,
John
bro.
makes that a AAA or something. I just need a different.
That nigga zesty.
You know what it is? I think they play a little too much Lil Nas X over there.
Well, it is LA, so
Yeah.
it's very
Oh, that's what it was.
All right, let's get.
Let's not. Whoa. We might get canceled. Let's not go the political route. Let's not go that way.
That's true.
You know,
California's gay.
You know, hey, personally, I identify as a camera. So, you will respect my camera authority. My pronouns are microphone.
King and Lord.
King and Lord. Word to tape. But we're way off topic here.
All right, let's go back to basketball.
NBA playoffs.
Back to the playoffs, boys. I'm excited because the Sixers are going to move on.
There is the question we already answered.
What's the question?
Who wins this series and how many games? 5.
5, baby. 5, baby. Because you got to give the Nets one, right?
Isn't it best of 5 in the first round?
No.
Oh, no, it's
That's
not
only
like baseball, right?
Yeah, it's 7 each round.
Yes. Okay, my fault.
I'd say Sixers at 5. Celtics going to sweep the Hawks, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Ice Train could
I
probably
think they'll
still
get one game.
No.
They'll get one game.
I don't think so.
They'll get one game at
I don't
home
think
in
they'll get one game,
Atlanta.
too.
Quavo and Offset and Gucci Man gonna be out there and
No,
shit.
then Jason Tatum's going to be like, nah,
T.I.
here's a 40 piece for you.
Trey Young and his fucking receding hairline is gonna do the bow.
He's going to get traded, so he's just,
I don't think they're gonna trade Trey Young, bro. Why?
Why do you think they want to?
No, I don't.
Or is it him that wants to leave?
It's
No,
probably,
just
if
it's been
anything,
talks.
if anything, it would be him wanting to leave. I don't think that they would trade him because that was the whole reason they got DeJounte Murray was to put him next to Trey Young.
Yeah, that didn't work out very well.
Yeah, no.
But they also don't have much other than that. That's the problem.
They
It's
got
like,
banned. No, they all got banned. Clint Capella.
John Collins.
come on,
What?
bro.
First off,
Nigga, did you just
John
say?
Collins and Clint Capella? No, first off, double machine. Double machine. Look at the numbers. Clint Capella is arguably your just most consistent center.
No,
He just
you know
drops
what?
you
You
10
know
and 10
what?
a
You know
game.
what? You're right. He's Rudy Gobert without the money. Facts.
Yeah, and he's actually like scary.
Which is bullshit. Right. Like he might actually give me like 12 points today.
Rudy won't even throw hands with the other team. He only throws hands with teammates.
Man, that wasn't even throwing hands. He
Bro,
pushed
Carl
him.
Anderson ate that shit,
He
bro.
pushed. He didn't even punch him. He pushed him. He pushed him in his
Are you
chest.
offended that gay?
The gay or guy?
Rudy gay?
Oh,
Rudy Gabert?
I see what he did there.
No, I'm not defending that. I'm saying he's a pussy because he threw a push at him, and you got them long ass arms, nigga. All that reach you ain't gonna punch him in
I
the
think he's gonna
jaw.
score 10 points a game. He's not even the topic of
He's
conversation.
not even. Rudy, bro.
He's French.
Rudy,
He kisses dudes on the
They
face.
about to get
Just
swept.
to
They
say
about to
hi.
get swept by the
He was
Nuggets.
suspended for fighting now. Who did he fight?
He threw a fake punch at Kyle Anderson.
That's what it was. Kyle Anderson.
Ass.
Yeah, Kyle Anderson. Yeah.
And then niggas.
No, he came back and hit it.
No, and I never forgave Rudy Gobert for giving my man Donovan Mitchell COVID, bro. Fuck that nigga. Excuse my
No, he was
language.
the face of that because he's the
COVID
only
still
one to say I
exists.
don't believe in COVID. Then he started touching all the microphones and stuff during all the interviews.
And
he got COVID.
He had to be
He's
the
like,
first one in the NBA to have COVID.
They're
They're gonna get swept by the Nuggets.
Sauce. Kind of sauce.
Come on, bro.
All right, I got a question for you guys for the playoffs. Do you think, like, looking at the schedule, honestly, I don't think anyone gets a sweep this round. Who do you think, if any of the series, who gets the sweep?
Celtics,
I don't think
Celtics
it
sweep the
happens.
Hawks.
Celtics sweep the Hawks. I feel like that might be the
Do you know the
that
one-
they
do
might
you
get
know
sweep
the-
the Hawks. Nuggets sweep the
Do you know the
Timberwolves.
one team?
No,
Do you know the-
I
do you
don't
know
think
the-
they sweep the Tims.
Do you know the
Tims
one-
can steal
They'll lose
it.
their second round like the Sixers.
Do you know the one team that's gotten swept in the first round in the last 5 years of the playoffs?
Probably gotta think about it.
Last 5 years. It's not that hard. We were just talking about them.
The Nuggets.
Nope.
No, the Pelicans didn't get.
Nope.
Didn't sweep the.
Nope.
Then they lose the.
They got one. They got one game against the
They did?
Warriors. Yep.
I don't know.
You know Pelicans.
The Nets against Boston last year with Kyrie and KD.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
They were
they
the
get
only
swept.
team that got swept in the playoffs.
Oh,
last year.
shit. So that means Sixers going to sweep them?
I mean, if Cam Thomas and Mikal Bridges get a game and KD and Kyrie could, that might be the worst. That might be the worst team assemblance of all time in
James
any
Harden's on that
sports. That might even top. And I'm sorry, I gotta bring it up, guys, but that dream team that y'all tried to put together in the early 2010s.
Oh, the 2011 team.
That was
That team.
fucking trash.
Fuck
I'm
you,
sorry.
Vince Young.
But that
The
He
Nami,
just we took Colin Jacobs from them.
was like Nami Oswald, DRC, fucking Asante team.
No, first off,
y'all had
crazy for
listen. Y'all had that team had the talent.
Babin.
Y'all were playing the wrong
first.
defense. Y'all were playing the wrong defense, and y'all had a quarterback with an offense that was. It wasn't. If y'all would have ran that Michael Vick type offense with Vince Young, I think y'all would have had more.
Back up.
Vic
Simon's
got
a
hurt
backup,
there.
bro.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
I'm saying in general, he was talking about Dream Team as he got signed as a backup.
Yeah, I remember because it was him, right? Vince Young was the one saying that.
Yep. We brought Namdi out some.
No, y'all defense could have been nasty. Y'all just had y'all had a man corner and a cover corner.
And we played for Asante.
Everything was zoned
How did this get the football?
because
He
I was talking.
Because you can't bring up the Dream Team that failed completely against a bunch of Eagles fans. Because it sucked. I heard all
Yeah,
sorts.
that's why.
He's going through with his team right now.
That's why I pre-apologize. I'm not going through shit compared to that.
Let's just say about lose AR.
That's fine. That's fine. Let's go, baby. We're about to bring on the love. Yeah. We're bringing on the love, baby. Macho Man.
All right, y'all are corny.
But,
Jordan Love, remember, it's like that dude who does a TikTok, who does.
No, Jordan Love is not that.
That's like Jackson Mahomes like that.
Yeah, for real. Don't ever, listen, don't make me T.O. in here right now. It's my quarterback.
Sadly.
Yo, listen, I already told y'all my plan, bro. We suck for 2 years. We get a #1 pick. Archie Manning comes out as a junior, and then we pick him. And then we're good for 15 more years. But that's besides the point.
I don't think Archie wants to play in the Arctic.
Listen, hush. Anyway,
Arctic Archie.
back to the
Arctic Archie.
Yo, thank you. You just set it up 3 years in advance. All right. Anyway, back to the NBA.
And back to the NBA, yes.
I think that no team will probably get swept in the first. I think every team will probably at least get one game.
That's kind of how I feel too.
At least one. I think. So what are the first round matchups? Can you go back to those?
Yeah. So first round matchups. Let's go to the East side.
East.
Bucks versus Heat.
Yeah,
I think that he could
he'll probably get 2 games.
Yeah,
because they play the Bucks really good in the playoffs.
They play bet on them. Their coach played really solid.
That's how it always. That's how it always is. Right?
Yeah, the Heat coach got a really solid plan. Like I like what's
Spoelstra. He's one of the best coaches in the league. If not the best.
He could be a Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah, 100,000%.
First round.
Yeah. And then you got the Knicks. I feel like the best series, one of the best series, is going to be Knicks Cavs.
Yeah, that'll probably go 6 or 7. That'll probably go 6 or 7.
I think Cavs are.
I don't know.
I think they could sweep.
And this is what we were talking about at the barn last night. Me and Nick were talking about. I don't think that happens. I think Thibodeau. What the series comes down to is can Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland outplay the coaching of Tom Thibodeau?
Yes.
I don't think that. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. New York's got some dogs now. It's not the New York Knicks of the 2010s, bro. Mm-hmm. They're nice. They got Julius Randle's legit. Randle, Brunson, Barrett, Josh Hart coming off the bench. Quickly, nice, bro. Bro, they got it.
They're quickly gonna get bounced.
Bro, they got it. That was bars, Nick. That was bars. But no, they got a good team, bro. So and that head coach, man, that dude's methodical about defense. And defense isn't.
You know what they say?
Defense sometimes wins championships.
Go.
Yeah, like you just said it because we lost.
Go.
Well, again, that's
playoff time. I don't need that extra PTSD. Okay?
Listen. Y'all were. Like Larry Bird said about Michael Jordan, he was God in human form. Y'all played God in human form with the number 15 on a football pass.
In state.
You know what's funny? Larry Bird was team 1.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because Jordan scored 63.
Yeah, it's Larry Bird though. But all right, so what's the West matchups?
Okay, well, we didn't finish the East matchups.
Oh, yeah. We didn't.
Oh, on the Sixers now.
Well, we already talked about that.
Yeah, true. And then Celtics, Hawks. Yeah, we can kind of. Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's take a look at the West. You're right.
Yeah. What's the first round West?
Nuggets, T-Wolves. I think the T-Wolves could take a game.
Nuggets.
You know what?
Honestly, haven't proved anything in the playoffs.
That might be a sweep.
It could be. Yeah. I mean, it could be.
I don't know. The way they was playing last night against my Thunder.
Yeah,
they looked good last night.
They did.
They looked good last night.
They were teaming you guys up.
Bro, Rudy Gobert was going behind the back, laying his shit up.
Did you see that shit?
And when that shit been out for 12 years, you won't pull that out in a playing game against us, though?
Bro.
That's bullshit.
I ain't mad. I was at work, yo. I was like freaking out.
Hold on, let me gather around our first picks for this next draft and put them on the table because that's all I care about. We're just gonna keep drafting in the first round.
That was
in the
wild.
next 5 years, we got 15 first rounders. Chet coming back. We're gonna sign SGA back. Lou Dort looking like a 3-and-D problem, bro. Giddey looking like a I don't even know, bro. He's Australian, and that's all I care about. That dude, you know what that dude had to fight through in his life to get here?
Basketball, Jack Harlow.
Do you know what he had to get through every day living in Australia? Spiders, jellyfish that are see-through, that are the most toxic thing on the planet. Kangaroos boxing you when you go out to the door to try to go to school every morning.
Jack.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think I think the Thunder are gonna be good. That's another conversation. Those people are weird, but okay.
What, Kangaroo Jack? You don't like Kangaroo Jack?
All right, so what are the other matchups?
All right, next one. I like this. Suns versus Clippers.
Suns Clippers.
I like it.
What
a one up that Russ would have on KD being because he's the second option right now on the Clippers.
Yeah, because PG's not ready.
Imagine the one up.
Yes, he is.
No, he was shooting shots, but they're not playing.
No, he's not playing. He like literally like is just the number 2 option right now. It's just they have no other.
All I know is if in the game,
but what I'm saying is
give the ball to whoever's being defended by Paul George because Paul George is always.
But Paul George is not listening.
He's not playing.
He's not playing well.
He's still hurt.
So I'm saying that's why I said Russ was. I said if Russ can beat KD in the first round as the second option on the team, he would have such a one up on KD. Like that would be kind of crazy.
Well, but they're the Clippers. So
No, what do you want to say? What's going on?
Sorry,
We got the pressure thing. I think Russell Westbrook's one of them right now.
I don't know if he has pressure. I don't know. I think he's playing with house money.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that in a second.
I'm just saying. We're talking about the Clippers and whatnot. I think him, Chris Paul, James Harden.
Ooh.
All right. Well, we'll talk.
We'll say your view first.
You'll be first.
We just need every team so far. That's one reason I was like, boom. We're talking about teams and we just spit the names out.
Yeah.
So I think
that's a good series.
I don't know who wins that series.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like the Suns are going to be the favorite to win that, but the Clippers are going to. It's going to go to like game 6 or 7.
Kawhi healthy, so that matters.
Kawhi's killing KD, bro.
You think so in the parking lot?
He's going to give KD even bigger shoes this time.
You think he'll give him a little shank?
Nah, KD going to walk in with a bigger shoe this time because Kawhi's going to fuck that shit up in the locker room. So when KD pull up another 3, he's like, bro, I knew it was behind the line.
That's
he didn't know he was wearing size 13.
They're going to be in LA and go put a couple nails in his shoe.
What the nails going to do? Just hurt?
No, it's gonna relieve the pressure on the sole of the shoe. So then when he tries to do a cut, he's gonna snap his ankle.
Whoa!
I don't want to get hurt. I
never said I wanted to.
Bro, that's
conspiracy.
Nigga.
All I said, no. Wait,
that's fucking dark, bro.
This is what I said.
That is dark.
I said there's
that
conspiracy out there.
That's
Kawhi
dark.
is an evil supervillain that will go into the locker room. Do you see that? Yes.
That was so good.
That was so good. So that he's going to be laughing like that in the locker room, putting a couple nails in KD's shoe. He's not going to leave it in there. He doesn't want to hurt his foot, right? But what it's going to do is it's going to decompress the shoe, right? And when it decompresses the shoe, he's going to put them on, right? And he's going to be fine in warm-ups. He'll be hitting shots. It'll be second quarter, right? He gets back into the game after sitting.
He's really,
his shoe's going to fall apart.
Yeah.
His shoe's going to fall apart like that dude in Longest Yard when he ran out of his shoes.
He's really invested in this conspiracy theory. I think he flew to LA and came back.
No, he's got the
I didn't see you during the week.
Yeah, we did not see you during the week at all. Where have you been?
No comment. All right, let's move on to the next series. My favorite team, my favorite out the West. I don't give a fuck about what any of you guys say. Kings versus Warriors. I love the Warriors too, and I think the Warriors are one of the favorites to make it out.
Warriors.
The Kings are going to beat them. The Kings are going to beat them. I don't give a fuck. Steph's going to forget how to shoot.
You know they got Andrew Wiggins back, right? And that was what I said. I said if they get Andrew Wiggins back, that's probably going to matter.
Kings win the night, but the Warriors win the
The
series.
most important thing about that series is the Warriors have the worst road record, and the Kings have the best road record.
Yep, road
So
Warriors.
but the Warriors' home record isn't fucking insane. So it's like Warriors.
I mean, the Warriors did win. The Warriors did win their last 5 away games of the regular season. So,
Yeah.
So they did start clicking on the way. I can't see the Kings beating them, man. It's just too much. It's too much experience.
Yeah, Draymond gonna come back out.
It's gonna be. I'd say it goes 6. I don't think they're gonna get swept or not. I think those 6, maybe. I think they can possibly push it to 7, but I think 6. I think the Warriors get it at 6.
I just feel like the same way the Warriors are good and how they're good at clicking. I feel like the Kings are the same way. Where
but look. All right, look.
And they don't have a single person who just goes off.
Okay,
they play really well as a team.
Warriors been around.
But look though, perfect comparison.
The Warriors are both similar, right?
But look,
so they're both like. Hold on. Let me just get my point across. This matchup is going to be really good. And I think it could go to 7 because both teams are built in a way where they have really good ball movement. They play great defense. They're pretty deep. The Kings, I think, are a little deeper, just because they're a younger team too. They are. They're a younger team. The only thing I give the Warriors is the experience and the winning.
And that matters.
And it really does matter. So I just have the faith. I hope the Kings can beat the Warriors.
I don't think it happens.
So I like the Kings. I just like,
It's not possible.
They haven't made the playoffs and God knows how long.
This is going to be...
They're hungry, bro. Hungry dogs run fast.
They're good. But look, I think what happens, this is like... it is a cool comparison because this is kind of like the Spurs, right? They had their long run of dominance.
Yeah.
And then these young guys out of Golden State come up and they play them in the first round and then they lose. And then they play them the next year in the second round.
I see where you're going
and then
with
they
it.
lose.
Okay.
They gain their playoff experience. They gain that playoff measure, and then they become the Warriors.
That's a good look.
So we could be seeing sort of a similar thing with the Kings,
like
where they need playoff experience. And you're not too many teams are going to be the Grizzlies, where you guys are just young and dumb and just outplaying everybody.
John Murray.
You know what I'm saying? It's not
shooters.
That's not normal.
That's not what the Kings' identity is.
No, but just in general, that's just not normal. Like
doesn't happen.
There are anomalies, like it's anybody led by LeBron, or like teams like that, like teams that where your main stars are like their second, third year, fourth year in the NBA. It's not. You're not going to look at them in the playoffs and be like, oh, yeah, they're going to make a deep run just because they're that good. No, the playoffs are different, bro. It's a whole different ballgame.
No, yeah, for sure.
That's why
intensity levels just.
That's why most of the time, if you see older teams can make it throughout the season and they can get to the playoffs relatively healthy, those usually are the teams that go up farther because they have the experience.
Speaking of that, right? How the Warriors started. Remember Monte Ellis? Warriors guy. He goes, leaves. Warriors end up finally having a great run. Where did Monte go to? The Bucks. Monte Ellis is gone, and then boom, the Bucks start winning again. Monte's been on both good teams.
So
he's never been ever to rings. Yes, no. So you need to sign Monte, and then cut him, and then like 2-3 years after that, you're gonna be good.
All right.
Monte Ellis is a piece. Then he missed 6 years. You
6
sign him for about a year.
Conspiracy theory.
Give it 3 more seasons. Championship.
I think that's valid.
That's a valid. I mean, look, I'm 2 with that so far. I mean, there's only I don't know the team you went to after the Bucks.
So if that's the case,
then
somebody pick up LaShawn McCoy because he's won the last 2 championships.
Yeah. He needed to retire. I think he retires
McCoy
as retired as he
ball out.
Yeah, he really. He came in.
He signed a 1 year, like a 1 day contract. Everybody signed in their season or in their career.
Crazy word.
Okay. The last series,
which is probably the most important.
And I think this is gonna be a great series too because I love the Grizzlies.
And I love
Grizzlies Lakers.
I think Lakers in 6.
Yeah, unfortunately, I hate to agree with you because I am a low-key Grizzlies fan.
I think Dylan.
You're a proud Grizzlies fan.
I like the Grizzlies. I like Ja. I just love Tony.
Don't you got like a hat?
Grizzlies last episode.
You got a snapback. You got a snapback and the puffy.
Yep.
Yo, you are a Grizzlies fan for real.
I am though. I like their colors. I like the logos.
You super fake gangster.
Tony Allen was like one of my favorites. Yo, fuck you. I like the Grizzlies.
I don't even know
last year when the Grizzlies versus Warriors, that series was really good. I like that series. It's probably my favorite series last year.
I think Dylan Brooks woke up a snoozing giant.
You see that?
They asked this man. They asked Dylan Brooks who would he like to see, like before the playoffs seeding was like all set. He said they asked him who would he like to see in the playoffs, like first, and that nigga said the Lakers.
Oh.
And said I think it would be a good test for us.
Yep.
Bro, LeBron's gonna.
You know what he made it sound like? He made it sound like a fighter, right? Like, you know how like a fighter, like they on like the sort of trajectory, right? And then like they're fighting the older guy, right? Who's like kind of like, you know, he's quote unquote on his way out or whatever. And he's like talking about the old fighter like it's just a sparring partner or something. That's what it sounded like Dylan Brooks was talking like. And you know LeBron heard that. And if LeBron didn't hear it, Rich Paul heard it. And if Rich Paul didn't hear it, Maverick Carter heard it. And if Maverick Carter didn't hear it, his wife heard it. So LeBron heard that. LeBron heard that. So
LeBron dropped 40 points this series. That's how he's an average.
So, and right, he hasn't played since it's gonna. I think they play what, Saturday? No, do they play today?
No, tomorrow 3 days.
So he hasn't played in 5 days, and you know LeBron never really cares about the first game of the playoff series. Like, in fact, I think he's something like 13-8 in playoff series where he's lost the first game. So, and then when he wins the first game, he's like 27-2 in series where he's won the first game.
LeBron's only lost like I think one first round series. I think that was I think that was the Lakers a couple years back.
Yeah,
the Suns beat them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one first round series that he's lost.
I don't listen.
I don't think Lonzo was there.
That'd be right into that.
No, they beat the. I think they beat the Thunder for the play-in, and then they lost to the Suns. That was the year the Suns went to the chip and lost to the Bucks.
Yeah, that was that year. Yeah, but
I think 2 years ago. So
I think Bron having rest like he did with the foot injury mattered.
Yeah, it did matter.
I think in that he gave AD. He gave started.
Tip off yet?
So
tip off, baby. Playoffs tipped off. Sorry.
Fuck me.
I'm sorry.
You know,
I'm sorry.
Fuck me.
It's important.
But anyway, I think that their team and the moves that they made at the trade deadline, all those guys are starting to mesh and starting to learn how to play with each other. Hillbilly Kobe, I think is going to be big in the playoffs. Austin Reeves is a dog. And I think with LeBron being hurt them couple weeks, that allowed AD to realize that for him to do anything, he has to be a dog.
Yes.
He has to.
AD needs to be.
Yeah.
And he has been. He's been averaging
he did step up.
He's averaged like 30 and like 13 or something in the last like month of the season.
He's been killing it.
So and Dennis Schroeder has been you know, he's been a dog off the bench. D'Angelo Russell's been shooting great from three. Malik Monk's been shooting the lights out. Roy Hachimura's been you know what I'm saying, been playing ball. So I think Lakers in 6. I don't no way LeBron loses.
I don't blame it. I mean, they got an uphill battle for sure. But I just want to see the Grizzlies just
second chance points
push through, man. So all right, next little thing, Mo, we're gonna start with you because you know who are the top 3 players that have the most pressure in the NBA playoffs right now. What do you think?
Oh man, I might that. Tobias isn't even that. Tobias isn't important, but I think Harris. I just see Tobias. I'm watching. I'm watching him. He's failing anyway. Yeah, but I think Russell, just because like Westbrook just needs to respect. Unless he's just cool with being happy-go-lucky, go out there and be a friend, and play the game. Because before that's not how he was. Nowadays, as long as we're having fun in the locker room, that's not Russell Westbrook. So today,
just have fun.
For Russell to get actual respect back, you want to be a Hall of Famer, you deserve that, but you want to be a respectable Hall of Famer, where most people just shit on him. I love him overall. Love Russell.
I think he'll shit on him.
That's a valid
Hall of Famer.
But he doesn't have.
No, I agree. I'm just saying people hate on him so much. And it's like if he can just go somewhere, and even playing the Suns makes it better. You're going against KD right now, and Chris Paul of all people needs a ring. Dude's dying for one.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just refuses to join LeBron, so, and at this point you're both too old. So Bron's not ever too old, but Chris Paul's too old to join Bron. Like you don't want that.
Bron didn't want that.
Remember way back when Chris Paul was supposed to go to the Lakers with Kobe? Remember that?
Yeah, and
they vetoed it?
Yeah, it was unfair.
I don't think that never happened.
Well, they vetoed it.
Wrong.
You know why they vetoed that?
Because they were afraid.
Because the Hornets were technically owned by the NBA. They didn't have an owner at that time, and they felt like if they took away the star player from that team, then the sales, everything for as far as the Hornets, they would all plummet as far as money making.
Detrimental to the league.
Yeah.
And they screwed.
That's fucked up.
Chris Paul.
Well, all right. So what's your next?
Oh,
one?
and Harden. I already said
James Harden.
No, I said Chris Paul, Westbrook, and I think James.
Okay.
Just
James.
at least to make it.
Yeah. Because James, he's been has a stigmata of like
Same Russell.
He chokes the play. He doesn't step up in the playoffs. Which this year, man, just having Embiid along with James,
you're
bro.
wild.
This is a healthy Embiid, though.
Exactly. It's a healthy fit Embiid, MVP Embiid with Harden as the supporting cast. Yeah.
You left that nigga off your list. All right, it's my turn.
Okay, who's your top 3?
Number 3. Probably had to be Chris Paul. Chris Paul really does need a ring. That's like the only thing that nigga missing.
Yeah.
That's like the only thing. Like he got everything else. Is that nigga needs a ring.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Finney Smith.
This is gonna fuck y'all up. Kawhi.
Finney Smith.
I think Kawhi. All right, and I want to tell y'all why. He has started this fucking load management bullshit in the NBA, which is why the NBA forced for if you want to be on an all-team list, you have to play at least 65 games, and I like that because that forces players to play more games, right? If he don't win a chip with the Clippers, I mean, I know it's a longer sustained death, but is that not the same type of death that KD just took with the Nets? Like this man, no. Okay, this man went into LA with in his fucking old school Cadillac with the crown thing hanging in his rear view visor, talking about this is my sound, this is my city.
With his New Balances.
And then what Ron do? Said my chip, dickhead, right? Bro, I don't care, bro. If you talk to any NBA player that was playing in that bubble, they said those were the hardest conditions that they had to play in the NBA.
It was awesome.
Yeah, because it was hard the whole time.
No, there's so many videos of players saying the complete opposite of that.
Bro, so then it must be a 50-50 thing. It must be how the player was then.
Yeah.
I've seen plenty of
LeBron James.
Bro, I've seen plenty of players that said that it was stressful playing in the bubble because they had no outside contact. They couldn't.
A slide of hose through.
He did slide some hose through.
All right, whatever. Right, anyway, like I'm saying, I think that Kawhi needs the chip because if he doesn't get a chip, that run in LA is just as unsuccessful as KD's.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just longer. It's just more failures.
I can see the comparisons. Like I do understand it. Like,
and I don't understand how you don't have him at your number 1. How is Jokic not have the most pressure to win a title this year?
That's a good one.
How does Jokic not? Bro, this man
gave up talking about Jokic.
No, but that nigga's got the most pressure. He has to have this man is talked about doing something that LeBron James and Michael Jordan haven't done in the league. Win 3 straight MVPs. Yeah. What I'm saying is you're talked about on that level. He thank God Joel Embiid had the season in the last 2 weeks that he did, because he might have stole that shit from Jokic. Jokic was about to do something that LeBron hasn't done. Win 3 straight MVPs and not have nothing to show for it. Bounced in the second round, bounced in the Western Conference Finals, bounced in the second round. How does that man not have the most pressure to win a title?
When they make it to the Eastern Conference?
Or the Western Conference. It was the time. It was when they played the Lakers, and the Lakers beat them to go to the chip and then win it.
I thought they beat the I thought the Lakers beat the Clippers in that third round.
No. The Western Conference. No, that was the second round that the Clippers beat. That was the second round it was supposed to be the Clippers versus Lakers, and then the Clippers gave up a 3-1 lead to Denver in the bubble. That's right. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Because that was the whole. That was. Everything was building up to Lakers versus Clippers in the Western Conference. This is everything everyone was talking about. It probably wasn't even 2 years after Kawhi had went to the Clippers, and then LeBron. It was right after that. So since then they've regressed. My Jokic NBA comparison is Josh Allen. Changed my mind.
I agree with that, but Josh Allen got MVPs.
It's pretty solid.
Exactly, minus the MVPs.
All right, Nick, what's your top?
I do agree with the Jokic. You win back-to-back MVPs and make it to the finals or even the East.
The Western Conference.
I keep seeing Eastern because of.
No, I get it, but they haven't even made it back.
Yeah, they haven't even gotten back to the Western Conference.
You know what I'm saying?
They've lost the second round a bunch of times, and I say you always saw Jokic, but he hasn't done the second round. And another one, Joel Embiid. That was the same thing. Joel Embiid dominated all year long.
I like it.
Every year in the playoffs, he gets some type of small injury.
Yeah.
It was like
He already
problems.
first play of this game, he fell.
Well, he falls every play.
Well,
He always gets like a small.
All right,
Like
go ahead.
he
I'm
always
sorry.
get like an orbital, like remember the one year he had like an
Talking
orbital injury, he got hit in the
balling,
face,
bro.
and then like he had like stomach problems and he had like foot problems, like always in the playoffs, always like.
Can I
always a small
give him a pass from 2 years ago? Can we say that Ben Simmons lost y'all that playoff series against the Hawks? That wasn't Embiid's fault. Embiid was going out there putting up like 40, bro. That was not his
The
fault.
only reason
That was not. This nigga scored 1 point in 4 games in the fourth quarter. Yeah, come on, bro. How you? Come on, bro. The nigga can't do everything.
What do you?
But still, man, like.
You want to chill with the bombas?
Okay.
So he always
seen the
Jokic,
Embiid,
and I think
James Harden got
Chris
signed for
Paul's
fouls.
the obvious one. Like,
Chris Paul.
It's really the only thing he needs is the championship ring. But back to Joel Embiid thing. See, I don't know if you can give him a pass. I mean, you could give him a pass, but like I said, he's always some type of ticky-tack injury, like in the playoffs. Man.
But the last 2 years he been healthy though. It's just been y'all team. Y'all, Ben Simmons fucked y'all 2 years ago. That was horrible. Y'all, it was so bad when we had the hurricane here and there was dumpsters rolling down the river. The newscasters were saying, "Oh look, Ben Simmons is leaving the city." Like, bro, it was that bad.
He got ran out of
Joel, that was not Joel's fault, bro. So I don't know if I could. I understand where you're coming from, but like the last couple years, he's been doing everything he can, bro. It's everybody around him. Like, so I hear what you're saying. I'm on your side. I just don't know. I had to give him a pass.
All right. So for me, Embiid does have the pressure because he won MVP.
He's about it.
He's going to win it.
The
Scoring titles.
last 2
Plus
years
being
ago.
in Philadelphia, like
No, I get that, right? Philly is his own thing, right?
He's the king right now. Like I don't know. I just feel like he has a lot of pressure to try to get it back to the Eastern Conference Finals and try to get to the finals and win a chip for the city. Like he's been in the city. Basically, we drafted him hurt, and he had to rehab to get back into healthy shape. Then start eating better. Now this is like the fit he's ever been. He's been going off. Like
He hasn't had a real injury in like 3-4 years.
yeah,
Like a
real
real
real serious one.
But
Exactly.
but everyone gets ticky tacky.
Yeah, it's fine, but
and especially if it's
It
going to
always
be.
seems to happen in the playoffs, though. That's just
yeah.
Well, because
if
you
he
gotta
can stay
imagine
healthy, like I feel like he has a lot of pressure
That's
to
why-
make it to the finals because he's won MVP. The Sixers were top 3 seed. Like
But that's why a backup center for you guys matter because the less he has to play during the regular season, the less of a probability, right? Less wear and tear, less of a probability. That's why Anthony Davis matters so much to LeBron. LeBron can't be going out there in year 20 playing 40 minutes a night in the regular season and 45 minutes a night in the playoffs. You can't do that.
yeah,
That's
He did,
why.
though.
That's why he played 45 minutes in
they
the,
went to overtime.
right. But it's a playing game. It's a playoff game.
Yeah,
LeBron's going to do that.
Of course.
So it's like.
Yeah. My number 2, Chris Paul. I agree. Chris Paul, he's starving for a chip, and I want him to. I like Chris Paul. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. Dime City, but he needs that chip, man. It sucks. I feel bad for him. He's been on the Clippers. He went to the playoffs how many times with Doc? With
Those
Lob
Clippers
City.
team should have did more than they did.
Yeah, Lob City. They definitely
Yeah.
should have. Bro, they had Jamal Crawford, bro. 6th man of the
I thought the
year,
Sixers were gonna
balling,
lose.
bro. So yeah, Chris Paul definitely needs a chip. And then number 3, most pressure. Let me think, because I'm stuck between Jokic, which I do agree with. He just hasn't proved anything in the playoffs. Like all the MVPs are going to be for what? Bounced out in the first, second round. Like what? So he has pressure for sure. Westbrook wants to stop being a clown of the league. He has pressure. I feel like Giannis has pressure to win again.
I don't know about that one.
To prove his dominance.
How can you put?
I think the Lakers as a whole team has pressure.
Or you went. That's like 5 or 6.
No, I know. I'm just ranting at this point. So I guess my number 3. Yeah, I'm gonna say.
How could you put Westbrook over Kawhi? That's Kawhi's team.
Yeah, Kawhi definitely has pressure.
The nigga just getting traded.
But he's won
That's not Russell's fault.
Yeah.
Kawhi started low management, and he purposely did it, and that's why there's no pressure for Kawhi. He's just there doing his thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. He got his ring.
Russ, I feel
Exactly. You've been there doing your thing. You're talking about, I want to load manage because when it come playoffs, I'm going to be ready and we're going to win. And you haven't
That's not why he's
won.
doing it.
He
He
has
doesn't
won
care.
with the Raptors.
Bro, we all know if one of them other two from Golden State was healthy and
That doesn't matter, though.
It doesn't matter. They won.
I understand.
There's no pressure for Kawhi
But that's
to care.
all right. So since
gotta care to
then,
have pressure.
okay. So since that one ass ring that he did by himself, which we'll give him the credit for, what has he done? What has he done?
Don't sleep on Pascal.
Okay, so what has he done since he won that chip?
Look, manager get paid.
He hasn't even.
He doesn't care about the game.
That doesn't mean that he don't got pressure to win a chip.
Yes, he doesn't care.
Yeah,
Bro,
He has
he went
pressure
there.
in
Bro,
Russ.
he went. How?
Because listen,
need to
let me
care to have pressure.
let me get my point across here. Russ has pressure because
cares?
he's right now getting
No,
clowned.
what you're saying is-
let me talk. Ready? He got ran out of LA talking about he can't shoot. He's a liability, turnover liability. He's getting thrown around the league like a dirty whore. Like he hasn't won a chip. But he's a Hall of Famer because he averages a triple-double. Like, Russ is a dog, but I think he has pressure just to get there and win a chip. That's what it is. Like, that solidifies his career, getting that ring. Kawhi already has a ring. Kawhi just got his money. He's chilling in L.A. Why did he pick L.A.? Chill in L.A. Like, I don't like.
He doesn't care about the sport.
Kawhi doesn't love the sport like Russ does. Remember Russ in the locker room for L.A.?
Bro, that's
fun.
bullshit. When LeBron tried recruiting Kawhi to LA, he said, "I don't want to play with you. I want to play against you because I want to beat you." No one says that if they don't give a fuck about
being a competitor.
Bro, okay, so how are you gonna be a competitor and not want to win a chip, bro? How are you gonna be a competitor? Tell everybody that part of the reason why you load managing is so that you could be as at the height of your abilities for the playoffs, and then when them times come, you're not doing nothing in the playoffs. How?
I mean, when has
How
Kawhi
is
not done something in the playoffs when he's played? But two, it's like
We're not going to count the Spurs years.
he might have just said that to say,
even though he was starting to be the better.
I'm not. I know we're not counting him. So he was surrounded by Hall of Famers. No, we're not counting them teams. That's bullshit. No,
He was
he was not the best player.
yes, he was.
Okay.
At that moment.
Okay.
And that 14 year?
Yeah, he was pretty good.
More finals MVP that year.
That's put him on the map, bro. That you're
No,
putting
no,
on the map.
And that was the worst. And that was the worst. And that was the worst thing that probably could ever happen to him. That shit gave him entitlement out the wazoo.
They got him.
And again,
shit on Kawhi. Kawhi don't even care about. That's the
got him a
thing.
bag.
Kawhi obviously cares
Got
about
him
it.
a bag though.
Kawhi in LA chilling there with a bag. Talking about I don't even got to play at the season. And
They're about to lose to the Suns anyway, so.
Yeah, they're gonna lose the
Kawhi
Suns.
comes out, locks down Kevin Love against the ring. We're gonna see
That's
that.
not gonna happen. KD.
KD. It don't matter.
If they were smart, they would put Russ on KD. Look at KD numbers since they've been on different teams. When Russ is guarding KD, he shoots under 40%. So, heads up, if you're listening, the Clippers, you might want to do that if you have a chance. Because I'm telling you, if you put shanky danky need, I don't give a fuck ass Kawhi Leonard on KD, is going to give him a 50 ball every night. Guaranteed.
The call though, what you mean?
Man, that shit is the gnaw. The
What's funny to me
gnaw.
is though, if you take all the games that KD's been hurt, he's played less than Kawhi with the load management.
Man, KD's a gun for hire.
But he's alright, but he's actually
hurt.
okay. But he's actually hurt. Like it's not like KD
So
just
he's
out
doing
there.
the fake load
It's not-
management.
bro.
How do
No,
we
that
fake
nigga
load
had
management?
real life. He tore his Achilles, bro.
No, I'm not
Came
talking about that
back,
one. That was serious.
and okay, so he was dealing.
But Kawhi tore his too before. Didn't he tear one of his?
Bro, that was when he was with San Antonio.
That was like his last.
And then he stretched out the hamstring injury because he didn't really even want to play in San
These
Francisco.
little Charlie horses. Am I my ankle?
They're not Charlie horses. He's having surgeries.
Not all of her surgery.
Okay, so the first year that when he got signed to Brooklyn, he missed the whole first year. Why?
That was surgery.
All right then. And then everything after that has been something either dealing with his Achilles or dealing with the knee that he had surgery on. It's not like he's just out here just being like, oh, it's a Tuesday and then we play Wednesday night again. I ain't playing Wednesday. Fuck that shit. That's what Kawhi does.
That is what Kawhi does.
That's exactly what Kawhi does.
Exactly. So where's the pressure for Kawhi? Because he doesn't care.
Yeah. No, I agree.
No. Kawhi, no. He does care because the whole reason behind him wanting to even load manage is so that, and he said it. It was so that come playoff time, he said it in the Clippers press conference when he got signed there. He said the reason that he does this is so that he can be at high optimal energy come playoff time. Yes. And what the fuck has he done in the playoffs since he's been in the Clippers? Nothing. That's my point. How does he not have more pressure than Russell? Russell's been spit around the league to teams that really ain't even going to the playoffs.
Ready. For Kawhi, you have to preach that to get load management. That wasn't a normal thing. So of course you gotta spice it up a little bit.
I don't give a fuck.
Let me go to LA.
So you saying that because you
got my ring, I got millions. Fuck it.
So you saying that you think because he's in LA and he's got his millions and he just don't care about basketball?
Not the way I play.
So then why not retire? Why not retire? You're gonna get the whole rest of your contract. You're gonna get the whole rest of it. Oh my God. He's gonna get it. Yo, the nigga cares, bro. You're not gonna tell me that he don't care. You're not gonna tell me
actions that he cares.
You're not gonna tell me
the actions.
He goes out there and he plays.
Oh, he's out there. You're saying he's not ever out there. So you got to make your mind up here. Is he out there or not out there?
What I'm saying is because you think that he's saying, I think he legitimately feels like he's load managing for a reason. Whether it's right or wrong, I think in his head he's thinking that if I can play 60 games right in regular season instead of playing 82 games or 80 games. Well, whatever. So if I can play 50 games instead of playing 70 games, and I can be that's an extra 20 games worth of running, worth of shooting that I can have as far as energy come playoff time. I think you can't say that he don't care because he thinks that way. He just has a weird ass way of thinking about it. But that's not. You can't say that he don't care because if he didn't care, he wouldn't play.
I don't know. No. If you truly care about the game of basketball. And you want to be out there to play, you're going to play every game you can.
Like LeBron.
Right, but those are different. But those are different people with different mindsets. Right. LeBron has been being watched by the world's eyes since 16. So a player like that, their mindset is, I have to go play every night because little Johnny and Sally, who drove 345 miles and spent all their fucking check last month to get this ticket and have this hotel and get this game, they're coming to see me play. So I have to go out there and play. Kawhi don't have that type of mindset because Kawhi hasn't really been that player until a couple years ago. Whereas someone like a Jordan, someone like a Kobe,
Kawhi been that dude.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying,
San Antonio, he's been that guy.
Right, but no. Ever since he won the Finals MVP, but he was there for 2-3 years before that happened. And they were on fire. And he was a late first round draft pick. What I'm saying is, guys who are no doubt about it, superstars will have a different mindset about playing every day like that. Not to say that the guys that don't have that same mindset or aren't that same player don't care. You can't say that Kawhi don't care, bro. That now you coming at his character. I don't think that he don't care. I think that his way on
character by saying he's not doing nothing in the playoffs. He sits all season to do nothing. You're coming at it too. Like you're doing it from a different way.
What I'm saying, no, you're saying that he doesn't care. That's coming at a man character. I'm saying that. What I'm saying is that the way he thinks about being optimal or being the best, I just think it's dumb. I think that you kill team chemistry not playing as the top player. Yep. So what I'm saying is I don't think that he doesn't care. I just think that his way of going about what he's trying to do is dumb as shit.
Yeah. I mean, I respect that opinion. Like, I just feel like...
Do you not remember how he left San Antonio?
Right.
Yeah, he sat out.
Yeah. He tore his hamstring, and then he just like,
I'm done playing. Pay me, I'm done playing.
He was fully healthy.
Got a contract. Fully healthy.
Kawhi thinks about it as a career
got paid.
and a paycheck.
Went to Toronto with that check. Won the ring. Left, got a bigger check.
But you can't.
And then said, I need a low manage.
But you can't say that. But he was low managing in San Antonio. That's what I'm saying.
He was trying to get the fuck up out of there.
No, he was low managing before that injury. Pop for real started that low managing shit.
No, Pop
with Tim Duncan. But I'm saying, but Pop been starting that shit before Kawhi was there. So really, if we're gonna blame anybody, it's Pop. But Kawhi the one who ran with that shit the most. Yeah. I'm just saying that you can't say that he don't care. I'm just saying that the way he cares or the way that he goes about it, I just think is dumb.
Yeah. But the way you say that he performs just shows he don't care, obviously.
I don't think it's about him not caring. I think it's about him. The reason that he's
playing
not
enough.
performing, right? Which in turn hurts in the playoffs because what wins in the playoffs? Team chemistry.
Only
That
one team
team.
can win, bro. You act like every team can win the championship. every
I'm
year,
not
though.
saying that, bro.
I mean,
What I'm
about
saying-
every person's opinion, like for each
One-
player.
But what I'm s- but
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 Giannis the last couple years he didn't win it. Besides the ones he did, Jokic can't win one. Embiid can't win one. Tatum can't win one.
Bro.
AD only got one in the bubble.
But I understand. Okay.
All right, boys. We're spending a little too much time on this. We're getting into the 50-minute mark, and we've been on topic here. Let's
All
get
I know
off.
is I'm selling my UFC picks.
I mean, yeah, Nick's just gonna
right,
tell you
let's-
his 4
let's get
picks
to
and
this
then be
UFC,
like over with it because he
because-
doesn't know anything about the
because
UFC. Besides that,
he's
he's riding Rob Font to his death, and that's what you got out of Nick.
So UFC last weekend was fucking awesome. I think that card was really good. I just want to show the knockout real quick. Now this time I muted it so we could talk over it. I'm fucking smart. I'm gonna show this clip right here real quick. And Adesanya with the fucking knockout, dude. Dude, this shit was so fucking awesome. And he said right here, he said, I just played possum. I played possum. I let him hit me, open up, boom, right, boom, second right, knockout.
He's like, I'm done.
I'm done.
And the
sleeping.
craziest thing is
And
too,
then he pulls out the arrows. That shit was so hard, bro. That
Alex
shit
thought he
was
was catching
so
him.
fucking hard.
Alex thought he went in there the same way when he had him against the fence. He put his hands down. He thought that high knee was gonna be it.
Yeah.
With the left, but like.
I thought so too.
If
was a
you, when you
glance
watch that
at
in slow motion, Izzy literally had that whole, literally like you said, play possum. He knew the exact combo was coming.
Yep.
He knew the exact, every single movement, even if he barely blocked it, he had the hand there.
Yeah.
He had something to somewhat deflect the
Yep.
full power and just knew, let me get this off and then screw that, bounce off the fence, which he was doing in camp too, off the little walls in the camp.
Yeah, get that
Bounce
momentum
off
off
the
the
wall and
fence.
done one.
Yeah.
And he literally hit one, boom, bounce off, got him again. And then, and he didn't even need to do that last punch. He
Dude,
just
that
had to
shit
hit him with the
was
Jorge. Jorge retired. You got to do one more.
That Saturday was just loaded, dude. That Saturday was
No,
crazy. Phillies
Every
game.
single one of them punches was
It's
necessary.
just,
I
but
agree
Nick
with
though, yo,
I agree. I'm
Stop
just saying
fighting
he
it.
did the Jorge joint.
boys. Nick's predictions came true.
So did Nicky's. Nick and Nicky, same exact picks.
Nick,
I was maybe
go over your picks. 'Cause I want you to revel in your victory
Yeah,
here.
Rob Font. I'm gonna say
Rob
that.
fucking
No one had faith in Rob Font, but Rob Font fucked him up.
I'm gonna bet him.
Fuck the
Oh, you bet Rob Font?
Yes,
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah, dude, let's go.
I didn't have a single slip without him.
So what'd you go 4 for 5, right?
Yeah, the only loss was
Yeah.
Raul Rosas.
Insider.
Yeah, I was mad at that. He lost that fight. I remember that. He just got whooped.
I
Like,
think what he had, like
Rojas,
two strikes
yeah.
landed.
Rojas.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about it. It's
Like I'm pretty sure he only had like 2 strikes landed overall. Like the actual stat.
Yeah.
Something crazy. The under on him was nuts.
He needs to know how to throw hands.
And if you guys can bet the over tonight on Max Holloway for strikes, I believe it's like at 132.
Oh, over on Max Holloway. Everyone yell right now.
132 apparently.
I did read
saw
that.
an Instagram
I-
video.
I-
I don't know if
financial
it-
advice.
my degenerate side of re-downloading FanDuel and betting on all this stuff. I'm like, yo, it felt like I never left FanDuel, and I'm like,
It felt like I never left.
I'm like, yo, I
No.
got
took like
like,
a 6-month break. You act like you've been gone for years.
yeah. Well, I'm
Football
like,
ended. It's like I'm
What a hard
done.
relapse.
I ended in the beginning. No, not in the beginning. It was like halfway through football.
Yeah.
It was like the Bucks, Ravens, and Jags. Both blew lead. No, Falcons. Fucking Falcons, bro. I need them to cover. They were about to score, and then fucking Mariota throws a pick at the 2-yard line, and then the Bucks fucking blew their 7-point lead.
I had the Bucks that week because that got me.
And,
I think we know
and then
the Falcons.
then the Ravens blew their lead against the Jaguars, and I'm like, if that wasn't a sign to not bet no more, I don't know what the fuck was. But then here I am. Like,
You're back, dude.
6
Yo,
months later.
everyone just welcome back, Nick.
Welcome.
He's back. He's a degenerate again, boys.
Finally.
And his first bet
I'm
should
not.
have been that UFC because he went 4 for 5.
Yeah, I should have.
That means you lost, dumbass. How you gonna
I
tell
didn't
him
say
to
you
bet
better
a
lose
parlay?
that
I would.
Did I say parlay?
parlay.
I didn't say parlay. He made picks.
So round robin's gonna parlay it.
Yeah, people watching took his picks. He went 4
I
for 5.
may have parlayed it.
Exactly. He
If
was
I did
gonna
that, I probably
parlay that bitch.
Well,
Yeah.
ugly
Look,
as
you're not supposed to admit guilt, okay? Goddamn, I'm on your side.
No, that's the fucking problem with this planet. No one admits their guilt. No one looks at themselves.
Never take accountability. You hear me?
No.
Ever. Do something wrong, just don't even acknowledge it.
Hey, bro.
Well, that's
It's the
being
way.
like a
quality.
woman. So
No, it's called the American way.
no, it's
called the American way.
No, the American way is hey.
I'm
You having problems in your country with like stuff and things? Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're gonna
worse.
we're gonna send over. We're We're gonna send over a couple 100,000 people with guns and stuff, and we're gonna give you guys like tanks and like a bunch of like armored trucks and stuff like that. And then like we're gonna like look and scour your country for oil, because then we're gonna take all that. Because we love oil. And then we're gonna like solve your problem and then never leave. Like we're never gonna leave.
All right.
We're goons.
So
America.
I'm gonna check the rest of the card for tonight.
yeah, the fight night, right? Yeah, okay.
So you already know Izzy won.
Holloway.
Gilbert Burns.
Yeah, Nick. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, Gilbert Burns, Rob Font.
I mean, we all knew that was gonna happen. Come on, bro. You can't just like we all said. And if you want to really give a nigga credit, if we could go back and look at last week's, if we can look at
Ozma. Oh, Ozma. Sorry.
If we can look at last week's video, I swear to God, I said second or third round TKO for Izzy.
100%. Because when I was looking at the odds for the second round, I'm like, dang, bro, if Ish took the second round bet, it would have been like plus 1,200. Or no, plus 18 for a second round knockout.
Yeah, but Ish, you kind of called that knockout.
No, well, he had third. I'm saying if he bet second, up.
No, I didn't say first.
Yeah, he did say first.
Because I knew Izzy wasn't going to do that.
His dad said first.
He wanted to gauge how Alex was throwing. And then in the second round, the same exact thing happened at the end of the second round, the last fight, where Izzy clocked him twice and then Alex walked away, stumbled. And I said, if that nigga had 10 more seconds, he was going to knock Alex out cold. And he had 10 more seconds this time.
Oh, it's good. It's a good card.
What's the card looking like, boys?
The bottom of it. It's a couple of vets fighting.
Go inside.
We're just going to prelim card. Where's the fight night?
It's fight night, yes.
I don't have the graphic because
I'm saying it's not crazy.
But it's not even showing up.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's my phone
I just
lagging,
don't
bro.
have it today.
Why ain't you plugged into...
We got Max Holloway, Arnold Allen.
All right, Nick, what we got?
Edson Barboza, Billy
There we go, yeah. Nick
Quarantillo.
Forget that. Go down to the bottom where Matt. Well, Barbosa's a beast, though. But we got Clay Guida fighting tonight. Pedro Munoz is fighting tonight.
Whoa, what's his name? Guida?
Right.
You don't know Clay Guida?
No, I don't know any of these
Savage. All right, so the
So
prelim
exciting.
is...
So exciting.
Damn, it's a couple prelim fights. I don't know none of these early niggas, though.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's fight night. You're not.
Dustin Jacoby
Come
against
up, guys.
Osmont.
No, the boy right here,
Osmond.com's
though.
out.
No, this will be a good fight. Lando Venado versus Daniel Zellhuber. This nigga, the last time I seen him fight on the fight night, bro, he hit the nigga with one of the nastiest.
He looks kind of white to me, though.
Zellhuber? He might be. Zellhuber's pretty white. He looked tan in his picture. But he looked tan in his picture. Because I knocked the nigga out.
Wait, what?
He knocked the nigga out. Like,
No, because you kept saying that. That's why I said he looked a little white.
Shut up.
The honky coming out here tonight.
Zach Cummins versus Ed Herman. That'll be a good fight. Brandon Royval. That's my guy. That's my guy right there. Brandon Royval.
After I seen him, like
I think he fought somebody during a card that we were watching on the prelims, and he knocked somebody out, bro. He's like on a 4-fight win streak, I think. And then the main card. What's the main card? Clay Guida versus Rafa Garcia. Probably take. I don't know. It's a tough fight. Munoz versus Chris Gutierrez is gonna be a good fight. Tanner Boser versus Ian Kutabala.
that Sean O'Malley loss took him in a bad path.
Who? Oh yeah.
You want to fight night bottom of the list after Sean because
James Harden.
he poked my eye.
Dustin Jacoby versus Azamat Murzakanov, bro. Just Russian.
Just Russian.
And then
He's probably gonna win, huh?
Edson Barbosa versus Billy Quarantillo.
King kick.
Cornelio.
It's Quarantillo. Quarantillo.
I am Cornelio.
Cornelio. Yeah, that's what it is.
And then Max Holloway versus Arnold Allen.
I am Cornelio.
Max Holloway.
I don't know if Max Holloway is gonna win, bro.
I'm so happy I got that on camera.
I don't know if Max Holloway is gonna win that fight. I don't know.
I think he got him.
Arnold.
I think he got him.
I thought Arnold might finally crack his chin. He's 19-1. Arnold no joke, bro.
Nasty,
he got some punches on him.
This will be a great boxer versus boxer fight. Like there's gonna be no takedowns in that fight. No takedowns
decision
in that
That's
fight.
gonna be a good fight to watch.
It's either TK. I think Max goes down for the first time. Or he wins decision.
Yeah, I think
There's no way Arnold wins.
bro.
Decision,
Arnold,
right?
that motherfucker is
Strong and young.
No, bro, his combinations are quick. Like quick, bro. Like,
Can you demonstrate?
Pull up.
no,
Why not?
because I'm not fast.
You're not fast enough.
I'm just not.
James Harden.
What's the score, boys? What's the score?
That was an assist.
Yeah, no.
40-31. Melton. Splash
Sixers.
3.
Melton, let's go. Let's go. Sixers playoffs. This is huge.
So,
PJ Tucker's on fire.
let me ask you a question, Mo.
Wait, what do you mean, bro? Do you not see the effort he's putting in right now?
Mo, can I
Get
ask
his
you a
cardio in.
question? Can I get your attention? Who is next for Israel Adesanya then?
Duplessis. I can't say his
Duplessis
name.
gotta be, right?
No.
Yeah. Because
Is he
so.
even in the top 10?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because
Right.
Izzy beat everyone in the top
Yeah,
5.
is he?
All right, so give me number 6. Like, don't give me number 10.
No.
He's 7.
Yeah, not even that.
Is
Number
he
6
seven?
is like Costa or some shit like that. Like,
Oh,
like,
now I'll
super-
whoop Costa ass again real
They
quick.
don't want the same team. His coach came out to cancel. We don't want anybody we already fought. We've been like,
Yeah.
we're not trying to like Lappin's boring. Give me something new.
No, yeah, I read that same
And
thing.
He
It's gonna be Duplessis.
literally came at Duplessis. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right, but
And
been
they're
doing that
going to
before.
fight in Africa because they're both from Africa.
I think you should do that, and then in the same exact card, depending on time, and have Usman Burns too. Winner of that.
Usman Burns too?
Winner
Okay.
of that fights Colby Leon winner for the belt.
Ooh. Yo, call Dana right now because you're fucking on top of that
Ew,
shit.
Duplessis is 6 right now.
Dana, Dana.
He's 6, so they moved him up to 6.
Yeah.
Well, you say Dana
Oh,
because
so
you
he's
don't want to say
6
that as a girl's name.
I
I'm
guess
Dana.
Duplessis.
I
mean, he-
I only have my wife because my name's Dana.
I think that's a bad fight for Duplessis though.
yeah.
Bro, no, of course it is. But that's a
It's
payday.
a bad fight.
But where else can you go?
Fuck up.
It's not even gonna be like he gonna beat him up. He gonna give him that Paulo Costa where like, all right, you just some big. All right, bro.
He said he's
you
gonna
think
drag
you
his
some,
car
you think
case.
you some big strong ass dude that's just in here just because you think I'm skinny. I'm not. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but guess what? Guess what them big ass muscles need? They need oxygen. And I bet 100 rounds by the time I run you around the cage for a round and a half, by the end of the second round, you're gonna be tired as fuck.
He was gassing the third with two.
So come
He
on.
wasn't. He was gassed by the second. Two
Come
just
on,
died in the first 30 seconds. Two died in 30 seconds.
Until don't even run around like that. You're gonna have to
just
chase
don't hit
Izzy.
no more.
You're gonna have to chase Izzy to hit him. That's just how that works. So you're gonna be doing this. A lot more than you could be doing this.
Oh, look, you're demonstrating.
And so like my thing is like,
You
bro,
can't do that.
You can't. That's just I. If I'm Duplessis, I'm taking another fight before I take a championship.
Why though?
Can we all just do a huge Duplessis?
Because
Duplessis.
I can't. He beefing with my boy right now. I can't do
It's
that.
my boy too, but no.
But I
prefer
just.
poultry.
What he said, what Duplessis said was correct. He's actually the only person from Africa
Well, he's that lives in Africa.
and fights out of Africa.
Well, no. Izzy's from Africa.
from New
He
Zealand.
moved. No, he's not. He was born in Africa and moved to New Zealand when he was 12.
Alright.
So
I
like
never even had a fucking fight yet at 12 years old.
what, bro? What I'm saying is, that's a bad fight for Duplessis. And
It's
unless
the
that
only
nigga,
fight you would want, you're going right to the belt. It's not. You're not going to win. But what's the point of fighting somebody else just to get to the belt when you can get that shot right now?
and
Just
then
to
what,
get
and
it.
then, all right, and then what
If you do
happens?
good against Izzy, you're not going to lose. You
If-
still might move up.
Big old fat old lift.
What if you fight someone else and never get to that belt shot?
Then that's
I
what.
got a question.
Who gives you the
Go ahead,
championship
go ahead.
opportunity and you go? I don't want that.
I got a question real quick.
I mean, it's just.
What is Connor coming back?
Yes, Chandler.
He's fighting Chandler.
Yeah, they're doing. They're
What
both
weight class
coaches
is
at top.
Connor in?
For Chandler, I believe they said they were
They're
going to
fighting
go to
at
170, but
170?
usually 150. Chandler's 155, but
Okay.
Chandler said I'll go up to 170 because I mean, he walking busky as shit. He can do 170.
Right. Okay.
And yeah, either they're going to let Connors knock him out because Chandler's a showman, or Chandler might just finally start fighting and start using the wrestling. 'Cause
Connor-
I easily would have beat two of these last 3 fights if
Yeah.
he just started grappling.
It's the Justin Gaethje effect. You get in front of the crowd, you get in front of the arena, and they
Well, no, Chandler's been doing it for a long time though. That Gaethje fight was phenomenal.
No, what I'm saying is it's the Justin Gaethje effect.
No,
Justin
they both
Gaethje
wanted
is
that.
Justin Gaethje is a great
Yeah, he's my
wrestler.
favorite
Can you let me finish, Mo? Justin Gaethje is a great wrestler, but ever since he's been in the UFC, he's said it. You get in front of that crowd, and the wrestling goes out the window because they just want to see you throw hands. And that's what happened. Justin Gaethje could easily not be 6-4, 6-5 in the UFC. He could be like 7-3. He definitely could have won a couple more of those
Sounds like a
fights.
him problem.
If it's the lore of the arena of the fans, bro. That's the same thing with Michael Chandler. That's exactly what he's
Can you
doing
name
right
me
now.
those losses for Justin Gaethje though?
Let me go back.
Charles, Khabib, and Dustin Poirier.
Wrestlers.
He's two.
Dustin knocked him the fuck
There's
out.
a two other. He
not knocked him.
He has
out,
one
but
or two.
yeah, Dustin
He has one or
pieced
two
TKO.
other losses, but
No, I'm just saying. Well, you said 3-6 or whatever, so I just named 3. Khabib choked him out. Oliveira, what? I forget the Oliveira one.
But yeah, he
Oliveira,
wasn't going to wrestle
and then-
Oliveira. That's not.
Or Khabib. No point. You cannot wrestle the wrestlers. Well,
Mm-hmm.
jiu-jitsu on for Oliveira's point. Khabib just does everything. Anything on the ground.
Khabib, but he even said that it was going to be impossible to beat Khabib that night. There was so much going.
Oh my god, like that.
There was so much riding on that fight.
Yeah.
It was an impossible fight for him to win. Mm-hmm. But I think in any other standpoint, like in
I
any
feel
other,
there are excuses though, and that's my favorite fighter than Justin saying.
I don't know if it's. I don't think it's excuses.
Or it's just the truth.
It's a real thing, bro. You see a lot of wrestlers. Their whole background's wrestling, and then they get in front of the crowd, and you know what the crowd. We don't want to see you niggas hug for 5 minutes for 3 rounds. We want to see you niggas throw hands. So when they start cheering, when you throw hands, you shit. That's what they want. Let me give them, because it's a business at the end of the day. And no wrestler, no real wrestler making real money unless you're Khabib. Because Khabib ain't just wrestling you. Khabib getting on top of you and then he's beating the fuck out of you. So that's a little different.
Usman?
Yeah, but again, Usman wrestles with a point. He wrestles and then he gets on top of you and he grounds and pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I'm talking like guys that'll just wrestle to stall and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's usually because they can't strike the other person.
But that's what, like, I think that Justin, along with Michael Chandler, could win a lot more fights if they stop fighting to the lure of the crowd and use their skills.
I don't think Justin would have won any of his other fights.
I gotta look at all his losses in the UFC.
At least his most recent losses, I don't think wrestling would have saved him there. Because if anything, you would have just went down to the ground and lost. Like, you would have been at a disadvantage for those opponents. For
I mean, I feel like
but if anything, Max Holloway
good.
started the whole boxing shit. If you want to start about whole putting your finger down the middle of the octagon.
No. I'm not talking about that.
I want the big hype of. I know the wrestling goes out of your mind when you hear the crowd for punches. That's exactly what you're saying.
Right, but what you're explaining is complete. That's completely different. That's a end of the round. You know, last second, 10 seconds of the fight, let's bang it out.
That's what the whole thing up.
No, that's
like,
no.
Without Holloway finally being like that, he did this, and he does it the whole time.
Niggas been doing that though. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about wrestlers fighting to the lure of the crowd, not just in the last 10 seconds of the round, just duking it out. Because that
doesn't win more than the last 10 seconds. I was just using that because he actually does that like every time. Like,
it's just a little example.
Yeah.
But that's not a correct example to use as an analogy for what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is going into the fight. Yeah. They have a plan of, okay, we get them in this position. We're going to use our wrestling to our advantage here and here and here. But when you get in those positions, the crowd is yelling, punch him, knock him the fuck out. They're screaming. You know what the crowd wants. They want to see y'all throw haymakers, throw fire to the wind, throw caution to the wind. But
so throw my training out the window.
And that's sometimes what they end up doing because they're fighting to the wall.
See what Justin wants to.
I'm about to look it up. Hold on.
That's what I'm saying. Just check your
You've been looking it up for
well, because we kept talking.
You can talk and look.
I think he beats Poirier if he wrestles him.
He got knocked out.
But to be a really good UFC fighter, you need to do both efficiently.
Yeah, because and that was early in Justin's career where a lot of people.
And Dustin was choking him out. Or Dustin.
What about Ben Askren?
What, bro?
Hey, do you know how he actually came to the UFC?
What was wrestling?
Do you know how he came to the UFC?
He was Team USA.
It was a trade.
Trade.
The UFC traded Demetrius. I don't even know if I said that right.
Demetrius Johnson.
Yeah,
trade
him.
Why did they trade him? Because because Dana considered him a boring champion. And he was so good that nobody could beat him. So it's not like you could get somebody in there that's more entertaining than him, because he's just beating the fuck out of everybody. And it's not entertaining because he's just wrestling the shit out of you. And then the moment you give up an arm, a leg, a neck, a hand, a foot, he's taking that shit apart. Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. Probably, yes. Pound for pound, the GOAT of all time of any weight class, but easily the GOAT at 125. Yeah. And 135.
And then why did they get rid of him?
Because he was too boring. They didn't like him as a champion. He was too boring. He wasn't Conor McGregor. He wasn't out here calling people out saying "fuck you" in your whole country. And he was respectful. He was fun to watch, but he wasn't selling because he wasn't a bad guy, or he wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
So where's Mighty Mouse now?
He fights in ONE FC and makes a fuck ton of money.
Where?
in ONE FC.
ONE FC.
Yes, it's Japan's direct counterpart to the UFC. It's like it's probably in the way ONE FC does it, they do it a lot better than the UFC. Because in ONE FC you fight where what your weight class is. You don't burn 30 pounds in 2 weeks.
I like that better.
You know what I'm saying?
And money.
And then
bring this.
You bring that money.
They don't give you this.
Yeah,
they give you
ONE
this.
FC, them niggas make
this.
yeah. ONE FC makes money of it.
Everything give you this.
But what I'm saying is like that's a perfect example of a guy fighting to his strength, not being that appeasing to the crowd and to PPB fighters, right?
Yeah.
And them saying, well, so in Justin's head and Michael's head, they're coming to the UFC, they see all this stuff. So he's saying, well, I know I could go out there and beat this guy if I just wrestle him to the ground and just lay on top of him and use my wrestling skills. But is that going to appease to the crowd? Is that going to make me a guy that's getting followed? Is that going to help my trajectory towards a championship runner, towards, you know what I'm saying, towards a belt? Like I said, unless you're like Khabib, where it's like, it's so fascinating that everyone knows what you're doing and yet you're still able to do it. That's why Khabib's so fascinating. And because he's so real. Like Khabib's so real. He's so
He real as fuck.
He's so into his religion that it's like people are fantasized about that. They're like, how is someone who comes from where he comes from can dedicate himself so much to one thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, people are fantasizing. But if you're not that guy, most of the times if you're a wrestler, you're gonna get overlooked. And that's just sometimes what it is.
Because it's a sport.
Right. Oh, I get it.
It should be about
100%.
how good you are, how many wins you got, not
right.
how entertaining are your wins.
But when it comes to the business, but it's also a business,
Man.
and you got to be able to sell. That's one reason why. That's one reason why Francis Ngannou wasn't getting the money that he wanted from the UFC, because he wasn't selling pay-per-views like that.
Too much
So in my
But
opinion,
compared to the pay-per-views he was selling, yes.
yeah, let's fix it though, because let's get wrestlers to go to the weigh-ins and just start mix somebody, just punch a staff member.
I'm interested in that, but WWE is
something wild.
Like wants violence.
Violence.
Listen, if you want to watch that, it's called the WWE, bro. Right? Like,
Yeah,
thank
bro.
you.
Oh yeah, the merger.
Right, whatever.
They merged.
Endeavor or whatever.
Money.
Endeavor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Money,
MMA.
It's like 21.9.
WWE.
I'm just saying that.
We're gonna
Like,
get some crossovers.
I'm
though.
just saying
Connor's
that-
gonna be a WWE superstar.
That's
Connor's
why
gonna do it.
I think
Connor's
one
gonna
time.
become the first ever MMA champion and
That's no.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
wrestling champion.
Brock Lesnar.
Oh, yeah,
Brock
Lesnar,
Lesnar.
yeah.
Brock Lesnar was a WWE champion.
I forgot about him.
Went and won the
You liked it
UFC.
until you heard Undertaker.
Brock
Shawn
Lesnar.
Michaels is your favorite.
Brock Lesnar had a WWE
He
championship.
came back and win.
Went and won the UFC heavyweight title at the prime of what the UFC heavyweight bracket was.
his ass.
Right, well, everybody was. They didn't even have USADA back then. It was, he's good.
Dude walked in.
The nigga sniffed you. You know what I'm
He was a
saying?
drug dog.
Yo.
Yep, can't smell PEDs. Man, well,
So what I'm saying is like he won a UFC heavyweight title at when the UFC heavyweight division was like the best division in the sport in his fourth UFC fight, and then went back to WWE. So I don't know. I like all I'm saying is like guys who wrestle will tend to be guys who wrestle will tend to they'll have less upcomings because they're not always as entertaining. So
Okay. All right, let's wrap it up here. We're getting a little too far. It's been episode 3. Let us know what you guys want us to talk about, because
Stuff.
I want to hear some opinions. Who you think's gonna win the playoffs?
like, comment, subscribe. Baby.
Like,
Let us
comment,
know.
subscribe. You know what I mean?
We like to get feedback.
Eat ass if you like it.
It's don't do that.
Yo, we don't judge around here. If you like doing that, we don't judge.
Mr. Quilinger.
Unless
Do
do the left.
On a serious note, guys, if you guys want to comment, subscribe on our YouTube videos, on our YouTube, on our page, let us know what you guys might want us to talk about. That would help, because it's pretty stressful trying to come up with conversations every single time we do.
Nah, it's not stressful.
It's not stressful because you're not doing it.
I'm doing. What do you mean I'm not doing it? Fuck out of here. We all doing
We
it.
always talk about too.
Yeah, well, because we kind of
Talk about
went
2.5
50
as long as
minutes
it's
into the
basketball.
NBA, which it's fine because it's NBA playoffs. It matters.
It matters. It's on right now. We're only winning by 3.
All right,
Baseball
so,
has 100 games. We'll get to that. Baseball is not important this week. It was
serious, man.
it's the playoff.
I mean, it kind of is important. We just lost 2 or 3 to the shitty ass Marlins.
Dude, we just
Yeah.
They always do that.
It happens. You know, it's
Always
early still. We got time.
honestly,
Our pitching blows.
Our pitching is
the most pressure on any player in the NBA right now is the Philadelphia Phillies to make it to the playoffs again.
Yeah.
We're fine. We'll get there.
So cool. We can wait though. We don't gotta worry about them right now.
Yeah. All right. This has been Hang with the Dudes. We're signing off.